going on, everybody? It's your boy Rail back with another review, man. Yo, this is The Walking Dead season 11, the final season, episode 3. And I gotta be honest with you, out the gate, I'm not gonna be here long talking about this episode. Not for any other reason except for the fact that this is the definition of a filler episode where they don't take too many chances one way, don't take too many chances the other way. Um, Nothing really moves the needle as far as the plot or the storyline. It's just there as a vehicle to get to the next episode. I hate filler episodes. I feel like there are always more creative ways that you can use every episode. Like there should be no parts where it's not important. Like literally, if we erase this episode, I'm almost certain if you erase this episode from this season, it would have no bearing going forward. And that's the shit I don't like. They have so many things they could take. They could really dig into the hunger shit this episode. They could show like the ramifications, like why Maggie is risking it all. I'm not like it could have been more creative. Anyway, but while we're here and we're talking about it, there is a few things of note that I'd like to discuss. First things first, the preacher. The preacher, I don't know how you feel, but I think we should revoke that little white thingy that they be wearing. The little preacher pastor guys, the priests, that little white collar thing. We should just go ahead and snatch that right from him. Because this episode, this dude, no, he lost his pastor privileges. Oh yeah, he lost the power of the priesthood. This man, after yanking out a fucking shiv from his leg, mind you, these reapers are fucking surgical with sharp objects. These motherfuckers was throwing like they were assassins, like they were trained in the arts of ninjutsu. Them motherfuckers had deadly accuracy. Okay, motherfuckers were scattered at night, and it's nighttime. There's like not no street lights. There's an apocalypse. There's no street lights. There's no grid of electricity. So these motherfuckers are damn near in pitch dark, throwing with amazing accuracy. I just gotta say kudos to them. Because they were fucking up Maggie's team. Oh, thigh shot. Oh, throat shot. Alright, but anyway, it's the next morning. Pastor Man survives it. He's ripping out like I said, he ripped out the shiv out his leg as he notices one of the ops walking down the road. Well, limping down the road, I should say. He looks like he's on the verge of death. So he walks him down. Dude takes a breather and realizes, yeah, it's over for me. It's over for me. So he notices that he's a priest, and he says, you know what, Father, could you pray for me? And he's like, wait, what? You tried to kill me and my friends. Pray for you? And dude's like, yeah, y'all tried to kill us too. I said, fair point. He said, plus, you're a man of God, so, every soul is worth something, right? Huh? Could you just say a little prayer for your boy? I mean, I'm on my way out anyway. This motherfucker looks at him with that one eye and tells him, God ain't here no more. I said, oh my God. What kind of priest is this? I said, yeah, he lost his path. This is not the dude that was so self-righteous. This was not the dude that was like, no, every life is precious. He was so annoying. I mean, he played his role. I mean, he was a man of God. Was, operative word, was man of God. I don't know what the fuck he is now. He said, God, first, and he said a prayer before he ripped it out his leg. I don't know. I feel like God should give him an infection. That's where I'm gonna stand on it. Yeah, I know he's part of the team, but you can't pray to God as you take the shiv out your thigh, and then another man is just asking you to say a little prayer for him. You about to kill him anyway. He knows his time is up. Fuck it. He's accepted what's happening. He just want a little bit of covering. He just wants you to cover him a little bit in the Lord and in the grace and favor of the Lord. Just a little covering. This motherfucker told him God ain't here no more. I said, God damn. And then proceeded to brutally murder him. Headshot with the fucking machete or some shit. So yeah, I vote we get rid of this motherfucker. I hope God gives him an infection. That's very hypocritical. Entirely too hypocritical. Okay, so I was like, yeah, I wasn't feeling that. Now, let's talk about this Carol situation. They show us everybody in town recovering, starving, but they're not showing us really they're starving. I'm not saying anybody struggle. We just know they hungry. We know they're hungry, sure. But they go on this horse wrangling mission. And then I guess they had so many unsuccessful attempts until they realized the horses want to come back. We should just talk to them nicely and then they'll follow us back to the stable. They want to come home. They just don't like being chased. I wouldn't like being chased. So they tried that. Stuck their hand out, petted them, and somehow recovered all of them beautifully. Only to find out that motherfuckers picking on Carol because she's selling them falsehoods. Like, I don't like what you're doing. You're out there giving false hope that somebody's alive. Like, what? Somebody could be alive. Chances are they're dead, sure. But there's a slight hope. Why would you snatch that from somebody? Sometimes when you're in dire straits, when you're starving to death, all you got is hope. When you ain't got no bread and food, you just got little bites of hope you gotta take. Num, 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 num. Oh, I think so and so's still alive. Yeah, I'm gonna see him one day. Num, 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 num. Whatever you gotta tell yourself to keep going to the next day. So I thought that bitch was kind of rude to Carol. And everybody knows Carol's with the shits. This is a Carol that's really taken aback. Carol really pops off. Carol really doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. I know the real Carol. Okay? This is the same and her shedding tears about killing the horse. I haven't seen Carol cry in years. Carol's a cold old woman. I'm keeping it real. So they're all eating horse meat. I know you call deer venison, but what you call horse meat? Come on, country people. Or people who had the unfortunate is there a term for horse meat? Or do we just call it horse meat because you ain't supposed to eat a horse? I mean, meat is meat, but we do realize one thing about one horse. It can feed a whole town. And the way it was prepared, it didn't look too bad. Sure, you know it's a horse and you ain't supposed to eat it. Who says you ain't supposed to eat it? Is that just somewhere? Like I have a dog. I know you ain't supposed to eat dog, but why not? The dog is meat. You hear that, Nino? You the first motherfucker I'm eating shit hits the fan. He's an asshole. He ain't a big dog. He's tiny, but he'll do. He'll make a delicious lunch for us. I know how to saute. But anyway. So yeah, that is like I said, that storyline is whatever. That whole thing I didn't feel anything with Carol and that town and the horse wrangling and these little conversations. I didn't feel anything. Everything was so uninspired in town. So the real action is out there with Maggie and Negan and them. Which can we just go ahead and say Negan was 1000% right every single episode thus far? She's leading you to death. This is a suicide mission. I say we turn around. Don't want to take no parts in this. No, we shouldn't go toward the screaming. No, we shouldn't. No, no, no. Maggie, and it's just at this point where Maggie is doing the complete opposite. Everybody's really doing the complete opposite of anything Negan's saying because it's Negan. So, sometimes not always the message, just the messenger. And if anything is more truer than this, then I couldn't reference it. But this is the definition of it doesn't matter the message. It's the messenger. So it don't matter how fucking right Negan is. If it leaves his lips, fuck him. It's the opposite. We're not doing it. So this episode, we see Maggie pretending to not do the things she wants to do, she knows to do. Just all in an attempt to spite Negan and not be like him, I guess. Make the hard choices. Like, my favorite scene out of this bland-ass episode is when, after she sees Big Black Dude die, which I thought he would have been valuable in the war. Everybody needs a giant Negro like that when it's in this wartime. And we just lost What's-Her-Face in the woods to the zombies. She pretended like she wanted to turn around, and Negan had to stop her. Like, come on, fam. Maggie, you didn't put up much of a fight. You were really not trying to run out there and save old girl. Because you knew you would have got the shit bit out your face. So, like, oh, I hate that shit. Hold me back. Hold me back before I get this one. No, let him go. Let her go. Let's see how far she gets before she realizes, I'm going to turn around. I have a kid at the crib. I should really get back to him. So I feel like she's faking it. She faked it in the woods. Here we are now taking a little rest at the cabin. My man's is scratched up in the stomach. He's limping pretty bad. And Negan is like, hey, but she actually Negan didn't even say shit. Maggie just like, I already know. And no, the answer is no. And all he could do was laugh. He's like, bitch, I didn't even say nothing, but I'm glad you know what I'm saying. And dude even know what he was saying. So much so that he was like, yeah, Negan's right. I'm finna slow you down. We can't be chilling. It's about to be nighttime. So she's run through all these emotions of, no, we gotta stick together, no man left behind. Whatever. Negan reminds her, hey, sun's coming down. You need to make a decision. This is my favorite like scene this entire episode. Maggie takes it upon herself to have another self-righteous speech. Negan, this is all your fault. Okay? The reason we're out here, the reason people are dropping like flies, the reason that 12 of us turned down to the final 4, it's your fault. Okay? Why? Why is it your fault? Because you fucked up our town. You ruined our town. You destroyed it. And we're here. And she felt like she dropped the mic. And Negan, with just the same look, with no emotion, just says, you still got to make a decision. I have no idea why you shared all that. That was so unnecessary. So the fuck what? That shit happened. We're here. You have a right now decision to make. And I thought that was brilliant. Because we always want to place blame on somebody, even though it is his fault. We're trying to escape what we got to do. Maggie's no different. She's trying to escape making the hard choices, the Negan choices, if you will. And she's just crying about how you don't get to choose life or death anymore. Nigga's like, fine, you're right, but you got to choose life or death now. So have at it. I love when everybody, it's like, that's such a sweet moment. When people who think they know more than you do or say what they would have done better than you if they were in that position, it's like, fuck it. You think you could do a better job? You think you could do a better review than Rail? You tired of me doing this, saying this? You sick of this shit? Then do it your motherfucking self. You drop 11, 12 to do it yourself. Then you come back to me and tell me how shit of a job of what you think I should be doing. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, try it your fucking self, Maggie. Go for it. And then when they are forced to, when they are then given the reins, okay, you're great. You do it. You make decisions. Fuck it. I'm the bad guy. I got it. Everybody gets it. Negan's bad guy. Now, Maggie, you go. Good guy. You go, good guy. And what does she end up doing? She ends up fucking leaving him anyway. Like Negan would have did. Only Negan would have been so dumb as to give him half the fucking food rations and a knife that could come in handy. I mean, that's about it. That soothed her soul. And then to give the last little speech of, you better be here when we get back. This motherfucker's dead at this nighttime. Okay? I don't know how hot of a take that is. But my man is murdered. Alright, if he snores, if he has some type of sinus issues, and he's sleeping too hard in that motherfucking cabin, he is going to get his throat bit out. It's fucking over for him. And there's Reapers. Everywhere. So yeah, I just, Maggie is delusional. She did all that pump faking, just to do the exact same thing Negan would do. And Negan's right. She led her whole team to death. And that's about all you could take from this episode. There was nothing more. Filler episode. So, I did my very best with what little this episode gave me. I know this is part of the game, but it is irritating. It truly is, because you sat here and go, why? Why did I have to do this? But anyway, man, with that, protect your health, yourself, your wealth, man. Your boy Rel is out of here. Peace. Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Rel. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? Alright, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, alright? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,